Hi, Scorpio. This is your past life Tarotscope. I am recording this in February 2017, but I truly intend for these readings to be timeless. So, this will surface in your life when there is information contained within this reading that is relevant to your now. I have also put a link in the description box for you to obtain a free copy of your natal chart for you to see where your south node is in your astrology chart. When researching your past life energies, your south node will tell you what energy is coming forth with you this lifetime for the good or the bad. Okay, so definitely look into your south node, and after you find out which sign it's in, you can just Google it, and you'll get a whole bunch of information. So, Scorpio, what you guys got for past life energy cards is Greco-Roman, Mother, Unrequited Love, Male, Female. Now, looking at your cards here, you guys did get the Five of Cups upright twice in this reading. And I'm not sure where to begin, honestly. Okay, I'm going to come over here to male, female, because this to me says that whatever sex you are this lifetime, you were the opposite last lifetime. And with the Three of Cups sitting under that, and then also balance. For now, this is general, so obviously this will not resonate with every one of you, but for some of you, because of that being the opposite sex this lifetime, you are more of a bisexual person opposed to picking one sex over the other. And I don't even, some of you might be gay or lesbian. It could definitely play out like that because we do have the Death also in this lineup, so I just get the sense that some of you have issue with your gender, and that could be as deep as where you are a man but you really feel like you should have been born a woman, or vice versa. Or it could just be that, you outright don't want anything to do with the opposite sex, you are all about your same sex. Or you could be bisexual, and if you've questioned that about yourself or struggled with that about yourself, it has a lot to do with this energy of your past life. And Spirit's saying to trust and to come into balance within yourself, and any belief that you have about yourself that there's something wrong with you, or that you're broken, or that you're not right, you need to let it go. And anybody that tries to tell you there's something wrong with you because of your sexual preference, I mean, I guess if you are all about kids, that's a problem. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I mean this, either liking the same sex or enjoying both of each sex equally. Anybody who tries to tell you there's something wrong with you, you need to tell them to take a long walk on a short pier, because you are experiencing this energy for purpose. It has everything to do with your soul growth and, what you're trying to achieve. But more to the point, the definition of just man supposed to only be with woman, that is a human design, okay? Even in nature, in the animal kingdom, there are gay and lesbian animals. You can look that up. I am not making that up, okay? So, for anybody to say that being with the same sex or enjoying both sexes equally, it means something's wrong with you, well, something's wrong with them, and they need to expand their perception. I'm just saying, because it is the society norms that, I mean, go back all the way to Rome. They had orgies. It's when Christianity kind of took over everything, that's when it no longer was okay to be gay or lesbian. So I just really want if you are a Scorpio who has struggled with this energy, there is nothing wrong with you, period, in the story. You are exactly how you should be. And, you know, if you like both sexes, live it up. Live it up. Enjoy. Enjoy. Because I can honestly say, I was born and I'm female and I am only interested in males. I truly 100% am only interested in males. I, at one point, had really deep feelings for another female, but I still had no interest in pursuing anything sexual with her. Now, that's just the way I'm made. And so if you're made to be different than that, that's perfect too. You need to be you. I wish, you know, I haven't had the greatest success with men, so I'm like, maybe a woman is more up my alley, but it's not in me. So don't think I haven't tried. I'm not made that way. So if you are made to like the same sex or you love them both equally, that is how you were made, and you need to accept yourself. And there's nothing that you need to change about yourself to please anybody. You are perfect the way you are. You really need to trust that, and you need to come into balance about that if you struggle about it. Now, along with this card here, different message now, coming over here, connecting to the Greco-Roman, because if you notice, mother and unrequited love are like they're all kind of similar in color, but these two are really matching in color, and then these two are really matching in color. So for many of you, this lifetime, you have experienced a lot of challenge in relationships, romantic relationships. Some of you, this could be also where you have a very strained relationship with your mother, or you have a strained relationship with your children, okay? And that, again, is past life energy that you're still working with in the now. However, these here, what I feel is many of you were players, okay? You were players in your last life. Because with this Greco-Roman, we have the Five of Chalice, and then we have Justice here. And then Innocence. So, those of you who have really struggled, like you just feel like every person you've encountered on a romantic level has just kind of fucked you over, isn't true, can't be trusted, that's why you're on your own. To me, many of you, especially because I got to bring up your South Node energy right now, we have the reversed King of Swords, the King of Wands upright, and then the Five of Cups. So this is the energies that comes forth from your past life. So this guy right here, this dude is the worst king reverse that you want to deal with. He's brutal. So what I get is this was you playing games, especially if you were a man last lifetime, and being Mr. Rico Suave, but playing a lot of mind games, which left a lot of hearts broken. And I don't think in last lifetime it really caught up with you at all, because what I see is your gift coming in with you this lifetime, and then also your curse, what you must overcome, really plays into that theme. So you guys really broke hearts, and it did not catch up to you last lifetime. I really don't think that it did at all. But this lifetime, that energy balances. And that is where, for some of you, many of that relationship struggle you have comes into play. To release that energy and transmute it is coming into a place of loving yourself more in this life, because I get the sense that the energy that came in with you this life because of this, like many of you are doubting yourself, or you're insecure, you think less of yourself, like what's wrong with me, and you need not feel that way. And putting more time and energy into yourself will help you shift that lower vibrating energy with your belief system about yourself. But more than that, it's time to take every new romantic situation that comes your way and treat it with innocence and purity, okay? That's how you transmute that energy. That's how you clear it. Because when you do this, it's because you have elevated yourself, okay? And that's really knowing your value, and then treating all romantic relationships with innocence and purity, and not coming at them as though distrusting and defensive, and just waiting for the other shoe to drop before the relationship even begins. Really let that go. Before I get more into that, I gotta tell you, I gotta just talk about these because I've been saving these for last. But this is your gift that comes in with you this lifetime that nobody can take away from you, no matter what. We have Woman Holding Heart, and then the Phoenix, Resurrection, Surrender to Change. So this tells me that many of you could have very well started out as Rico Suave this lifetime, or you've just been in one bad relationship after the next. But when you connect with your heart and get out of your mind and don't see yourself as a victim, don't be caught up in this Five of Cups energy. When you really tap into your heart space, that's where this resurrection happens. See, surrender to change. It's like what you believe and think you need to let go of. You really do, because what comes in as your challenge or your curse this lifetime is the 7th chakra, and then the hungry ghost, obsession, scarcity consciousness, attachment. So this is saying that even though many of you are psychic and all of that, because hello, you're a Scorpio, there is an element to your soul wisdom, your connection to the guide, source, universe, however you want to view it. There is challenge around that for you, and it's because of this. And I want to point out that the 7th chakra is card 41, and then the hungry ghost is card 14. So this says that this energy that followed you into this life is kind of haunting you. But then because of that, the vibration that put you in, that created, many experiences that you've had this lifetime that haven't been exactly the greatest in regards to love and romance. And so now you feel kind of haunted, and you might be obsessed in thinking about, why didn't this work out, or why does this always happen to me? Or you might even get very obsessed with different people and very attached. And again, you have this energy right here, the Phoenix. This is your blessing this lifetime. Nobody can take this from you. So no matter what happens to you, you are always going to rise up out of those ashes and be bigger and badder than you were before. So, know that about yourself. But you've got to really shift your thinking, and you've got to come into a place of, I feel like, loving yourself more. And because with this big heart coming in with you, this is saying no matter how many times your heart gets broke, you're going to rise up. And this cycle ends when you surrender to change, when you're willing to let go and no longer obsess and not focus on the lack of, but put yourself in a focus of abundance of friends, an abundance of money, an abundance of food, an abundance of new ideas. If you are feeling very lackful in any given area of your life, the best thing in the world you could ever do for yourself is not obsess about it and try to come up with all these ideas of how you can change it. The best thing you can honestly do is acknowledge it, acknowledge how you feel about it, put it aside, and then focus on all the areas of your life where there is abundance, where things are going right, where you are happy. And really cling to that, and don't allow these hungry ghosts to suck you back in to what's missing or what's been done to you, or what's happened. Because as you let that sit on the back burner, Spirit will heal that. You guys have the Strength card, and look at, these are so similar. There is nothing that you guys cannot overcome. But with these two Five of Cups, there's a lot of emotional disruption and upset for you guys this lifetime. And this is absolutely energy you guys can clear. And with this woman holding heart and the Phoenix, it's like you guys, no matter what happens to you, the energy is there. The healing and love and support of the non-physical is there to rise you up every time to where you were better than before. Now, for some of you, this may not have played out in a romantic relationship. This might have everything to do with your own mother, okay? Because we have Mother Strength, Hanged Man, Gentleness, and then Dreams. Some of you are dreaming of being a mother, but either you're infertile, you're dealing with that, you're dealing with the infertility, you might be trying to adopt, and it just, you feel like it's not going anywhere. Some of you, this could be where your kids were taken from you. If you're a man, like the mother of your children took them from you, or is causing a lot of disruption in your relationship with them. This is very challenging energy with a mother, whether it's your own mother or the mother of your children. Or if you are a mother, you may be really struggling with your children, and it's taking a lot of inner strength. But with this here, this sits right next to innocence. This is saying, again, like the hungry ghosts, you need to be in a very gentle, soft, relaxed place of vibration. And your vibration is dictated by the predominant thoughts and emotions that you're constantly cycling through yourself in any given day. This challenging energy, you need to become very gentle about it, okay? And that's going to change it, and you're going to see things from a different perspective. And new love is going to come in about it. You see these, there's 3 white doves. And this really is really going to change everything. Now, for others of you, I feel like you lost your mom, and you dream of her. And this is your confirmation from Spirit that, yes, those dreams you're having, you are talking to your mom in those dreams. Okay, you are. This is your confirmation right here. And that's why this gentleness, like this is her energy coming through in your dreams. Very, very beautiful. Now, what's interesting is right next to Mother is this unrequited love. And below that we have Seeker of Flames, Faith, Trust, and it's time to create. So that's why these two cards are really speaking to each other for me. Like, for those of you who are struggling with infertility issues or adoption or things like that, it's like you are ready, you want this, but Spirit is saying you need to have faith and trust that this, see? You need to have faith and trust that this child is going to show up in your life, okay? And the more that you do have faith and trust, again, it softens your energy, changes your frequency of vibration, and that's what allows that to come into your life. So I see that coming into your life. Now, for others of you who have this really difficult relationship with your mother, goodness gracious, I can't get these back up. Is that not a sign or what? Very complicated relationship with your mother. You feel like she has never loved you, and you've struggled with that, and that's where this hungry ghost comes into play, it's like you feel as though she has never ever loved you, even though you did everything you could do. You may have even worshipped her to love you, but she just didn't. And again, this comes through past life energy. And because this sits next to male or female, this unrequited love from your mother to you could have everything to do with your gender. Like if she wanted a boy, but you were born a girl, or she wanted a girl and you were born a boy. I mean, there's some crazy feminists out there who abort their kids at 5 months because they find out they're having boys. Like, it's just cray cray. But anyways, shift. It's time to create a new picture about your past. It's time to create a new picture about where you're going. Okay? It's time to create new thoughts, new feelings, new perceptions around this energy, and really see it for what it is. Okay? And with faith here and trust, really reach out to Spirit. Spirit is right there with you, and some of you feel blocked, but as that's a challenge to be overcome, you will overcome it. You can overcome it, okay? This is like, also, this doesn't have to just play out in your mother, between you and your mother, because there's this heavy emphasis of challenging romantic relationships. This could also play out as you not being loved back. But gosh, I feel so strongly, many of you, it's like you just can't love somebody. And not that you can't feel for them, but it's like you don't feel a great connection with very many people on a romantic sense. Okay, it's like you can't feel for them back, and you reach out to Spirit, you pray for your soulmate. But with this here being the advice, and gosh, I didn't even notice this, you actually have trust in your reading twice. If your perfect love has not arrived, you really need to trust that you have not been ready for that. There's a lot of your own energy that you've needed to soften and work out, because you've got to understand, everything you are is what you attract into your life. So if you're all crazy and not settled about whatever this energy means for you personally, then the next romantic person that you get lined up with is going to have this same kind of crazy, unbalanced energy, and you don't want to deal with that. You need to deal with you first before you can even try to help somebody else, okay? And since you're a Scorpio and you feel people, chances are you line up with somebody who you're relating with, you guys have similar pasts, you have similar pains. What's going to happen is they're going to start sucking from you. Okay, and you're going to end up feeling betrayed and not appreciated, not loved, just as you always have been. So it's time to break that cycle and rise up above it, because you deserve what you are, okay, which is a compassionate feeling being, and you need to be poured into as much as you're pouring into somebody else. So if your great love has not arrived, you really need to work on balancing your own energy, because you don't want to align with what this will attract. You want to align with what this kind of energy right here would attract. Innocence and gentleness. That's what you need to come into, and trust this process. It's going to bring you into great balance. Yeah, just really, really strong emphasis of heavy relationships, romantic, and then with mother. And once you clear this energy, this is what you are, and you are going to be 100% tapped in. You won't struggle at all. It's like you're just going to be in the zone at all times on that spiritual level, okay? And You need to let any demons go, anything that you feel guilty or shameful for about your past. It's time to let that go. It's water under the bridge. Whether you did something to somebody or somebody did something to you, hanging on to that, replaying it, is only harming you. Okay, it's only keeping you in this vibration, because once you shift perspective and you trust and you surrender and you open up to the universe to see what all this is truly about for you on a spiritual level, not on the physical plane. The physical plane is so insignificant, and it seems like all there is because our consciousness is physically focused at this time. And so this is where we see, this is where we're experiencing. We're not really fully aware of the non-physical. Some of us are more than others, but some people, you know, non-physical, whatever, that doesn't exist, you're crazy. So really become abstract about this energy. The challenge in romantic relationship and with the mother, or if this is you having challenge with your kids, and even if you have struggled with infertility or you're trying to adopt, something like that, really just come into a very gentle place. And that isn't just being nice to people. I'm not talking about that. That's almost irrelevant. If you're being fake nice and inside you're like, die, I hate you, I'm gonna fucking poke your eyes out, okay, you're kind of defeating the purpose. You would actually do better energy-wise by expressing those words to that person than putting on that fake nice, okay? It's got to be inside of you. You've got to create this gentleness and this innocence inside of you. And it exists, it's there, but you've been through so much challenge that you're not, you're very guarded. And what you're guarded by is these hungry ghosts. Release them, because they hold you down. This is who you are meant to be this life. This right here, this is your gift. Nobody can take this from you. So no matter what you have been through, you can overcome it, and you will every time, and you'll be better than before. Just really work on having more grace about the way things flow in your life, about changes that maybe you're not excited for. Really trust them. You got trust times 2. Really trust that. Let go of anything that truly needs to be let go of. This is your own card. This is Scorpio energy. This is your own card right here. This is the energy you bring forth into this life by being a Scorpio. You can transmute anything. You can let go of anything. You can go through anything and still be this. And that, Scorpio, honestly, not anybody can handle this and be this and do this and be a fucking boss every time they come out on top. Like, no. This is a gift. This is something you really need to recognize about yourself, treasure and value, and put to use if you are not utilizing the shit out of it, okay? This energy is yours. It belongs to you. It's a part of your soul. It is there for you because of all the work you've done in past lifetimes. So, nobody, they might knock you down for a minute, Scorpio. For a minute, but that's it, a minute, because this is what you are, and then you're gonna show them, you know, like, really? Well, fuck you, look at what I am, kiss my ass, I'm moving on. So don't hold yourself in any sort of victim mentality, because you're not, Scorpio, you are not a victim, you're not. I know by the looks of these cards and the energies coming through that you've faced some really challenging things this lifetime. I mean, we have strength here, but there is nothing can hold you back. You have the power to overcome anything. You have the power to, like, not physically die, but your personality die many times this lifetime, and you become somebody new every single time. It is actually quite extraordinary, this energy stream I'm picking up for you guys about this. I haven't really got that for anybody else when it comes to this energy that's supportive. It's like you guys can die. Not physically. And you know, for some of you, this might be that you've had near-death experience where your ass did die and you have, you know, memory of what took place in that time before you came back into your body. Okay? This just tells me that you guys have everything you need within you to roll through every single change that comes into your life. And if you need to completely evolve into something new that you've never ever been before, you guys can do it. You can pull it off. This is like, let's just say, you know, you've been an accountant all of your life. With the drop of a hat, it's like you can switch skills and learn it at lightning speed and then become a doctor. That's the energy of this card. It's like you guys can transform into something else. It's just with you. It's your energy, okay? Scorpio symbol right there, your energy. And know that all of this challenge that you face this lifetime, along with being work that, you know, you're doing, this is balancing the scales of some shady game playing you did last lifetime in regards to love and romance, okay? And the scales, just once the scales balance, then you're a clean slate, and it's time to really create what you really want in your life, okay? Because this energy will balance and clear. It's up to you when you're willing to take the advice that Spirit gives you, or, you know, that I'm giving you here, saying, oh my God, deja vu. Holy cow. Definitely in this moment, bringing these two cards together, wow, like I did it before talking to Scorpio. That's so totally sidetracked me. Deja vu. Yes, okay, yes, makes sense. Why I would have deja vu. What you're experiencing, if it's in the romantic sense, I don't get so much on the mother front. That's a whole different energy, okay? In the romantic sense, those of you who have really struggled with romantic relationships, deja vu. Once you, like I said, no longer see yourself as a victim, heal yourself, release it, understand that this is just energy from past life where the scales need a balance, and they will balance. And after that, you are a clean slate. There is no more shitty relationship for you, all right? There's just, this particular reading for you guys is not talking about a specific love in this life, like a soulmate or anything like that, that you will be partnered up in this life. It's mainly saying that whatever challenge you face, you changing you and becoming gentle and pure and innocent and accepting about it and trusting that maybe there might be a bigger purpose behind it, and that, you know, the universe isn't out to get you. It's just really a balancing of karma, which to me is a balancing of energy. And after you realize that, you rise up and you just have this heart that is bigger and more open than it ever was. But instead of anybody being able to burn you, if they're coming at you, you know, sideways, they're going to get burned by the universe. Like, you don't even got to do anything. They're going to get burned. And you'll just be, it's like you're very psychic and intuitive, empathic. So some of these situations that played out, you're like, how'd that shit slip in under the radar? How'd I not see that? You know, like, what the hell? I pick up on everything else and everybody else's life, but how did these people or these situations slip under my radar? Well, because energy needs to balance. And when you realize that, then that shit ain't slipping in under the radar anymore, because you are a clean slate, okay? So just really, Scorpio, you are the phoenix. Resurrection, surrender. I mean, resurrection. We have death and then resurrection. No matter what, like, you are going to rise, okay? And we have trust twice plus faith. So really, I see nothing but bright futures for those of you who choose to transmute the challenging energy they have faced and see themselves as powerful enough to do so, because you truly are. You truly are. And in that space, it is time to pay way more attention to your dreams and create them in your reality. You have the power to do that, Scorpio. You do. Love yourself and trust the universe and watch the magic. Watch the magic, okay? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this resonated with you and brought you some guidance. Take care.